Big Ten, first year.
Yeah.
You obviously went 13-0. You won a Big Ten championship, so you had a lot of success.
Right.
Was it what you expected going from the Pac-12?
I mean, I loved everything about it. I enjoy being at this conference. I think it starts with our conference, with Tony Petitti, our conference commissioner. The schools that are a part of it make this a lot of fun. The travel for football is a lot different than maybe the other sports. Like, it's enjoyable, for us. So yeah, it was everything I'd hoped it would be. You got some unbelievable teams, really competitive conference, some really cool venues. I think it's a lot of fun for our players and our staff.
You itching to get the Nebraska game on the schedule?
We have them, in 2 years, right?
Yeah. You dodged
Are you
the
going to
bullet
be there?
this year.
We dodged a bullet. Dodged a
We'll
bullet.
probably see you in the
Unless
Big
Will
Ten
Compton
championship
dies,
this
he
year.
will be there. We're doing the fall
We'll
tour
probably
this
see
year.
him
We're already
this year.
scheduled the first 2 weeks. I think we're at Nebraska both times.
Yeah, of course.
We said there was
You're
we got to
basically
hit
on
this
staff
one. We
there,
got to
right?
hit that one. Yeah.
He's basically
When
on
Will puts his
staff.
coaching hat on, it'll be you guys in Nebraska fighting, chomping at the bit.
When
for
you
him.
play NCAA, is that you always play with Nebraska?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a squad, man.
What was were there any stadiums that you were like really impressed by, underwhelmed by? Maybe one stadium.
No, I mean,
Come on, say who you're underwhelmed.
I'll say it
It's
with
the
you.
boys.
It's not the boys.
Yeah, it is the boys. The boys are a billion people.
No, I wasn't. There was nothing that I was underwhelmed with.
Hang on. Hang on? Let me ask this because I don't know where you guys played.
know
Did
where
you
I'm
play
going.
at Michigan?
Yeah, he played.
We played at Michigan.
Yeah.
It was an awesome atmosphere. I mean, big stadium,
Right,
unbelievable.
but the
Underwhelming.
Okay, no, I'll say it. It's 115,000 people. It's not as loud as it should be.
Autzen Stadium is louder than
Autzen Stadium is
and
louder.
I mean, you guys experienced it firsthand.
It's okay to say truths.
That's
it's
the truth.
all right. Yeah.
That's the truth.
So it's a little bit underwhelming when you think about 115,000 people.
That's just different. Maybe it's built different. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it is built different. It's like a bowl. It's built out.
You like when I played at Michigan, you're like excited to play. Are you guys the biggest stadium?
Yeah, North America, third biggest in the world.
But in college football.
Yeah, North
Yeah,
America.
you guys
it's
are
got to
big
be
stadium.
uncomfortable seats.
Like
I'm guessing. Like
you're
everybody
there.
cheek
Yeah,
to
it's
cheek.
bench style.
And you're
Yeah.
thinking it's going to be sick to play in front of 115,000 people. But then when the game starts, your brain more so goes to it's cool playing in a tradition spot like this, like a historic place.
There is nothing
Yeah, but
cooler
every
than
time
getting
you
those
played there,
moments.
it wasn't loud because we beat
right.
you guys so
You get
bad.
all like, okay, it's not as loud as I thought it'd be, but it's still sick to play in the big house.
Right, but we also there wasn't a lot to get cheer about because we kind of handled Nebraska when we played.
Yeah. Again, I wasn't like you to throw that.
I
comment
love
back
how
at
he
me
goes
is
like
crazy.
defense.
Yeah.
Immediately goes in defense mode.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah, pot
Stir
stir.
the pot. The next year, your senior year,
Yeah,
You guys
you
handle
guys
business?
average
So like
2
this year
yards
we get to
carry.
play at Penn State. That'll be one that's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
that one I
that's
hear-
very
I
loud.
hear it's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's
so
exciting.
it'll be a
Very
fun environment.
Nebraska's loud too. I think here might be.
Here's loud, man.
I
Dude,
think
the
Penn
game
State
we
is louder.
came to with
Ohio
State.
I think might be louder because it's more, but maybe not Ohio State. But here I was extremely impressed
Good. We
with
got
how loud it was.
we got a good crowd, man.
Yeah,
Got a good crowd.
The student section was there 2 hours before the game.
Yeah, the students. Student section was
They love ball.
full.
active.
But
what's interesting is we went and got breakfast that morning, and there seems to be like nobody. Like there's no waits.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah,
It's calm before the
no
storm.
house.
but I feel like everywhere else it's like there's traffic.
Storm
everybody's
before the
out.
storm. Maybe we got great traffic.
Storm before the storm.
Maybe we got great
Got great
traffic.
roadways
Traffic
here.
control, man.
Yeah.
Great roadways. You got a plan.
Yeah.
Should we hit the spicy tier talk?
Yeah.
I have a question before that.
All right, JP's got a question. Do you want to hold? Yeah, hold the mic.
Oh,
You know the audience would be going crazy in the comments.
If you could spend one day with a coach that didn't coach football, who would it be and why? They can be active, they could be retired, they could be deceased.
any coach basically in the
coach.
history, probably John Wooden.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, Gino, what he's doing right now is super impressive. Right. But Wooden's got a lot of books and a lot of things that, kind of speak to me. Right. The way he coached, how he did it, maybe a little different perspective of the game. So yeah, he's probably one that falls in that category.
He seems like because I love John Wooden's Find Your Broom.
Yeah.
How it's like every day he's the one that's sweeping the gym.
Yeah, sweep the sheds.
And he tells his players, find your broom.
Yeah.
I feel like Coach Lanning is a find your broom coach. Yes,
what's
sir.
been a recent book of yours that has grabbed your attention?
I've done a poor job reading this off season, like post spring.
Because what was the book last year?
We read The Art of War, Sun Tzu. That was one of the ones we read. That's always classic. That's an easy read. So got to pick up some new material. It's time to hop back into something. I always like the Ryan Holiday books. I'm a huge fan of like the Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell books. Like I think they kind of put science behind events that happen in history. I think Malcolm Gladwell is definitely a fun one for me to read.
You talk about the balance. I just want to know that the family dynamic. You talk about all the sacrifices it took to early.
Yeah.
How intentionally are you now about having some balance in your life with family and work?
Yeah, so it definitely still doesn't exist, right? There still isn't balance. But when there is, like when we have time, we're very intentional.
Yeah.
Right? You guys ever seen the movie Pay It Forward? Completely
long time
underrated movie. Kevin Spacey, Haley Joel, I think it's Haley. The guy was in Sixth Sense, little kid. It's like last night we got home. It was 8. Generally the boys go to bed at like 9:30ish, right? And I said, we're staying up, we're watching the movie. We watch Pay It Forward. They've never seen it. Like I'm the movie guy in our house. So it might be an intentional thing like that. Obviously we're all sitting on the couch, not necessarily talking, but when we have an opportunity.
But they got their dad with them.
Yeah.
I watched a movie with my dad.
Dad's letting us stay up late, watch a movie.
Yeah, let's stay up late.
And Pay It Forward. Like that's
If you haven't seen it, Rotten Tomatoes has it listed way too low. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, that's a tearjerker.
He's a movie guy.
Yeah,
Rotten
movie guy at the
Tomatoes.
house.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get it wrong.
Did you watch Severance?
I haven't. Okay, so I started. It took me some time here. I'm not caught up. I kind of bailed.
Yeah.
Do I need to recommit to it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But I think in your line of work, it would be really hard to, because it's one of those shows that you have to be, there's so many theories that are going on. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did. That was during COVID. That was like convenient.
Yeah. But you know all the storylines that are happening in Game of Thrones, and then all the theories that would take place where you're talking with your boys at work or talking with whoever's watching Game of Thrones at the time. Severance is like that. So you need to have some dedicated time to it.
The one I liked most recently is the Billy Bob Thornton one.
The
Landman.
Yeah, Landman.
That was awesome.
I've seen a couple clips on YouTube.
Landman is definitely. I anybody that hasn't watched it, Landman's the show to
check
watch.
it out.
Yeah.
You seen Shoresy?
What's that?
Shoresy?
No. Was that like Jersey Shore? What is that?
Pretty awesome. It's a hockey show.
A hockey show.
This guy named Jared Kizo, he started a YouTube channel called Letterkenny.
Okay.
And it used to be like these common problems in small town Canada. He has a spin-off character in it named Shoresy. You don't see his face because Jared Kizo plays the main character and he plays Shoresy. He's like a shit-talking junior hockey guy. But the episodes, there's only 6 episodes per season. They're only 20 minutes each, so it's a really fast watch.
All right.
And the show itself, it's a decent storyline, but it's very funny, like comedic jokes. Oh, the whole scene is just about one run-on sentence that is just joke after joke.
All right, and what subscription service do I have to have?
Hulu.
I don't have that one.
What you
I'm
mean?
not ready to commit to another subscription.
But you committed to a Bronco?
I did.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I planned it out. Like,
What subscriptions are in the Lanning household?
I mean, we got Netflix, we got Amazon Prime, right? And I got the Paramount because this Taylor Sheridan dude, he just makes banger after banger after banger, right?
Are you a Yellowstone guy?
Yeah, Yellowstone.
Didn't you kind of hate how the last season ended?
I didn't watch the last season, so
You
I
might
fell
as well
out.
just-
I fell out.
Yeah.
You know,
They kind of fell off.
He's only committed to his family and his football team. Yeah. It sounds like he doesn't finish one show ever.
I finished Landman. Legit.
Have you ever- have
like,
you ever
here's what
played-
happens. Here's how coaching is, and you guys know this. Like, you get like all right, you got spring break. I got these like 7 days or 6 days.
Severance.
I could have, right? Instead, I hung out with the family, but I should have. Maybe, maybe should have checked out.
Yeah, but your
Severance.
wife's probably like trying to plan a trip.
So
We're
like
gonna
those
go here.
shows to me are like late night, kids are to bed. I'm gonna hit like an hour show, and you got a window of time when you can do it. If it's spring ball, you don't necessarily have those windows. If it's fall camp, you don't always have the windows to catch a show. I'm not watching a show during football season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe Yellowstone. I feel like that next season came out maybe during football.
Don't waste your time.
Not ready for. Okay, so I won't.
Shoresy though.
Shoresy.
Pop that on. It's easy to watch.
So I'm
not
assuming,
gonna get Hulu though. Maybe will you get?
True.
Can I get your subscription?
I got you.
Deal.
Yeah. I'll
So I'm
hook you up.
assuming you don't play Xbox?
I don't.
You don't play PUBG.
We do have a.
You don't play PUBG or Red Dead
What I'm doing
Redemption?
with the boys.
we have a PS5 at our house.
We have a committee.
yeah.
We have a PS5. I think that's what it's called. PS5 at our house. You know, that gets played. I don't really get to play it, but
How old are your boys?
15, 13, and 12.
Oh yeah, so they're invested in the games
Invested.
right now. They play
Invested.
PUBG.
What's that?
Do they play PUBG?
I don't.
What games do they play?
Minecraft's kind of big one, and then I think Rainbow Six is that.
That's up
is
my
that like a
alley.
new-
That's up my alley.
So for me before it was
the
like
Lanning
Call of Duty
boys.
was pretty hot, right? Is that still a thing? Call of Duty?
Call of Duty's always hot, but Rainbow Six it's a great
new?
game.
Yeah.
No, it's not new. It's
Well, I know. I remember there was an old one, but that's kind of like the new-
They've like built on like today,
Strong.
like this day and age, they're always just doing add-ons.
Okay.
But Rainbow Six is a great game, so tell your boys they're doing it right.
All right.
Red Dead Redemption 2, if your boys are into it.
Okay.
I cried.
Cried during the video game?
I cried.
Or this is
my
a show
eyes
or is
out.
this a video game?
It's a video
This is a
game.
video game. Should
You
be a
cried
show.
during the video game.
Coach, I was about to say, buddy, Coach, 2020, was it 2? I had my second ACL? 2022. I got my second ACL done. Might have been because I knew the career was over. Might have been a whole bunch of different things, but I had 7-8 days of just me and my wife. And I played this game start to finish. Will was on me about playing the game.
It's a great
I
game.
played this game start to finish. This guy named Arthur Morgan, like just a hardened outlaw, right? You're a gang in Old West. It's like late 1800s. And you're just working through and you're with this guy, Dutch Vanderlyn. And the end of the game, do you want me to tell you the ending?
I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with it. I feel like I'm never going to watch this video game.
Yeah.
Think of it, it's like Grand Theft Auto,
he
but back in the
contracts
old Wild West.
tuberculosis. Go ahead and Google it. Back then, they didn't have a treatment for it.
Oregon
So,
Trail.
At the end, yeah, there you go. There's always a spin back. There's always a call back to Oregon. This guy ends up getting tuberculosis, changes his life in a way, and saves his game. But you can have like good honor or bad honor, and based on how you treat the game, that's how your ending goes. Buddy, I had great honor, and I cried my eyes out
When he died.
when he died. Cried, took a break, had a snack, ate a meal, went back to sleep, cuddling, bake spooning my wife with an ACL brace on. Re-cried about that situation. That's how intense it was.
Just type in Arthur Morgan death scene, and you'll know what Taylor cried to.
Bless.
I'll give it a look.
Yeah, it's a
Arthur
short
Morgan.
2-minute.
I got a lot of stuff on my list right now.
Yeah.
We'll text it- we'll text it to you.
Shorzy.
Yeah.
Man.
But, yeah.
Do you ever want to be a coach in the NFL?
No. Used to want to. Like,
Why did that fizzle out?
I think you figure out, like we talked about earlier, like where do you really fit? Where's your your niche? And I do feel like this age group is like the group that I connect with unbelievably. And then more than that, like I always think back that it seems like everybody's always thinking about what's next. And for me, like I'm more of the thank you. Like I get to do this here. Like I can't imagine going to do this somewhere else because of the opportunity that Oregon's given me. And then so often everybody's like, well, I can go do this somewhere. Like I want to do it here. I want to make it happen here because they believed in me. Right. It wasn't like I was a head coach coming from somewhere else. Here I was a D coordinator and hadn't been a head coach. Right. I coached a 3rd grade basketball team in high school. Right. Like, so they gave me an opportunity. Like, why not do it here? So, that's kind of, that's the piece. There's definitely a different quality of life, appreciation. Like in the NFL, they're not, recruiting and a lot of the things, a lot of the hats that you wear. But every job's got pieces that you're not like in love with. Right. But this is a place that, I love doing it.
If you could stay at Oregon forever, you'd want
Yeah,
to.
I'd love to say it's my last job. And like I promised my kids, like when we came here, like you're gonna get to graduate from the same middle school, the same high school. Like my kids have lived in 8 states.
Yeah.
Right? That's crazy.
Man,
so like
yeah.
now,
Military lifestyle.
so for me, it's like it's not even a thought. Like as long as we win, because if I don't hold up that part, I won't be here.
Yeah.
Right? As long as we win, like I can't see myself anywhere else.